Okay, so it looks like we're back. Um, Couple updates. First of all, this is video number 2, take 3. I tried using an alternative to the Xbox Game DVR, and I recorded an hour and a half play session last night that, come to find out, didn't actually record. This morning, I did pretty much exactly the same thing, and used the same program as I did last night, but made sure it was recording. When I quit, it got all screwed up. There was something wrong with the recording software, and I ended up losing the approximately hour or so of video that I had shot. So I'm back to using Windows Game DVR through the Xbox app for Windows 10. However, they, I'm going to say recently, pushed through an update for Windows 10, and I installed that this morning, loaded up the Xbox app, which was giving me issues before. I wasn't able to load up the app itself. And when I started recording just now, I noticed there was a microphone indicator next to the recording timer. So I looked at that real quick, and come to find out, they added microphone support for the recording, so I don't have to use a strange bypass in order to record the microphone. So hopefully the audio quality should be a little bit better. Because this is take 3, I had gone through the vault yesterday and didn't quick save or do any save games throughout the course of that playthrough. There was an auto save right here just before I exited the vault, so this is the earliest point that I can go back to without restarting the game as a whole. For anybody who's played Fallout 4, you obviously know the storyline. For anyone who has not played Fallout 4, I warn you that there are going to be some spoilers in the next maybe 30 seconds or so of narration. So, after entering the vault, I ended up being cryogenically frozen, and at some point within my time being frozen, the entire vault, it seemed like, was thawed out. My son, who was an infant, was kidnapped. I don't know why I just picked up a typewriter. My wife was shot in the process. So right now, from the mindset of the character, I'm leaving the vault. The world is drastically different. As you can probably see, I'm going to get rid of the typewriter. I don't need it. I'm also going to get rid of my wedding rings here. So the world is very different. We didn't really see it outside in the first video. I didn't record that far, and of course, again, I accidentally missed my short trip up to the vault. But the world is the almost stereotypical Bethesda Fallout brown and gray. Not a lot of color, except for some of these faded signs and things along those lines. I do have a pistol. I gave the character some thought and made some realizations while I was playing yesterday. As I previously stated, this guy is not going to be very combat specialized, but he is going to at least know how to fight to some extent. Sort of a trial by fire, learning how to use small arms, very basic weapons like the pistols, the short double-barreled shotguns. I'm not going to pick up and carry with me any sort of large weapon. I don't intend to basically keep a stash of weapons on me at all times. I'm only going to use a few... Oh, we got some stuttering here. I'm going to use a few basic weapons that I'm going to keep on me at all times, and then only pick up other weapons like the shotguns and maybe some rifles on an as-needed basis. My character is not going to be entirely stupid. He does need to be somewhat resourceful. Come on. Here we go. So, from a survival standpoint, we have what was a 1950s family man. He probably didn't have any combat experience whatsoever, although I kind of take that back, because in the game, and you might have caught in the first video, your character did serve some time in the army, so I guess that does kind of put him as being a fighter. I think I may end up having to ignore that for the sake of the video series. I don't know if I want to, again, make this a combat specialized character. We'll end up seeing how things go. If it's too difficult without spending some points on weapons and using some more powerful weapons, I may end up having to make some adjustments to how I'm playing. But I figure my primary increases for skills and perks should be more along the lines of toughness, single-handed weapons, melee weapons, and unarmed combat. Anything that's going to increase my damage with brass knuckles or something along those lines. Some of these things I've covered in the 2 non-recorded recordings, so some of this may be a repeat, just in case I'm repeating something I've said in the first video. But this guy is not going to be entirely ignorant to the ways of survival. For sure, anybody with any common sense, even when thrust into a situation such as this, should know they need to find food, they need to find water, they need to find a way to keep themselves safe. So I'm going to be picking up those kinds of items. Oh boy. Oh boy. Reload, reload, reload. Get out of this ditch here. Luckily I have a fair amount of ammo here. Where is he? Did he just glitch through the ground? Oh, there he is. Yep, he glitched through the ground. I know I mentioned in one of the videos that didn't record some of the graphical glitches and audio glitches within this game. I don't really mind some of the minor glitches like that. And the guy fell through the environment. He got stuck in the ground. Big deal. I was still able to kill him. I'm not... the game itself isn't broken. I knew that was going to happen. Alright. Oh, okay. We're taking a step in the right direction here. We have some jet, and I know in order to make jet, I need fertilizer and plastics. Oops, cancel for now. So what I'm going to do is tag. I'm going to tag both. Drugs. Oh. I can only tag what I don't have. That's interesting. So I want to try to find as many fertilizers and plastics as I can to make more jet. That way, do a quick save. If I can make my own jet, I don't have to worry about finding it. I have to worry about finding the components. Alright, here's some gunfire. I think I'm going to change the dynamic of the character slightly. I don't necessarily want to go looking for fights, but something like this, I could probably take this guy out pretty easily without too much trouble. Just a headshot, maybe. Nope, she found me. Use the trees as cover here. I don't even think I'm shooting through those trees. Nope, we got someone else downstairs. One down. It's getting gray. Must be... well, I know it's raining. Guess that's why it's getting gray. Thank you, Captain Obvious. There we go. Alright. So, I want to take a couple of basic weapons here, like the brass knuckles, the pipe pistols. I'm not going to take the pipe rifle. I don't think I want to make a character who excels or even really has the opportunity to cause long-range damage. I think that will end up changing the dynamic of the game a little bit beyond what I want. I can already see here I'm low on ammo. 25 rounds left, and the way I've been blasting away with this pistol, I am not going to have a lot of ammunition for long, so maybe I will have to stay out of the fights. Now, one thing of note is I ended up spending that hour and a half last night trying to find Diamond City. I wandered all the way down here, across the highway, all along the coast here, into this area, up into this area, and I couldn't find it. If I remember correctly, it is somewhere in that area. So I'll just put the marker there and go. But an hour and a half of looking without finding it, just by memory I was trying to find it. And I had zero luck whatsoever. I found that's the first game. It was kind of interesting. Let's take a Stonehenge of cars. Similar to Stonehenge. It almost makes you wonder, how was it built? Why was it built? What's it doing here? It's not really easy to lift a 3,000-pound car up and set it on two other cars. Interesting feature. I like the Fallout games have a lot of pop culture references, references to various things that, for someone who's paying attention, are quite a treat. Okay, ammunition, good. Good. Right. Find my marker again here. Alright, now what's that? Oh no. Alright. Whoa. I have no idea what that was. That was fairly odd. Looks like I take the lighters. Again, going back to someone who knows how to survive, or at least has a little bit of common sense. You need lighters to make fire, or the easiest way to make fire is with lighters. Oh, that's what that was. I had bugs. There were bugs out here, and I must have hit a mine that was inside that killed the bug. Do I really care enough to take the fusion core? I don't even really know what the structure is. It looks like some sort of generator. I don't know why there's some funky looking tractor in here and a generator outside. That just doesn't make any sense. Two generators I should say here. There's no transmission lines going out anywhere, so I can only assume that this is meant to produce power for the building itself. This building just doesn't make any sense to me. I'll take the fusion core. The interesting thing is I take the fusion core and that light stays lit. So I have absolutely no idea what the the physical properties behind these generators are. Quick save again. I don't remember being here in my past game. But this certainly looks like an interesting structure. Let's see, some vodka. Mac and cheese. Impact some right away. So one of the other things I determined through my recordings that didn't get recorded is the power's out. Oh boy. How much you want to bet? That the fusion core that I just removed from up here powered that door, or that elevator. I forgot about my level. We'll apply that momentarily. I don't even know if I can do this. Nope. Alright, so it looks like that elevator just has no power. So anyways, I've come to the conclusion that I may not be able to find enough jet to keep myself addicted. I also noticed that the effects of jet are incredibly short-lived. I do like that there is an actual physical response to taking jet. It slows down time. But it slows down for maybe 10 to 20 seconds at the most. I don't know if there were any physical effects from the addiction itself or withdrawals, besides obviously just needing it. It would be quite interesting to have that physical reaction. I don't quite know what you would do. Of course, any withdrawal, or not any withdrawal, but drug withdrawals, you get the shakes and you military fatigues. No, I don't really care about my glasses. So there are physical effects to a drug withdrawal. It'd be very hard to duplicate within the realm of a video game. Don't really care so much about that. Again, I'm not doing any side quests. I'm not interested in doing any side quests. I'm interested in finding Jet, getting addicted to Jet, or any other drug, and trying to maintain that addiction by any means necessary. I'll get another quick save in. One thing I've learned... Yep, I got a dog? Yeah. Should I put this thing down from a distance here? Yeah, not good. Bad idea. I'm going to come out on top. That's not necessarily the issue. The problem is I wasted 24 rounds of ammunition, half of my health. I'm ultimately in a much worse position than I was before that fight. And this is going to be, like I said, a more or less permadeath character. Unless I die before I get to the point that I'm addicted, once I'm dead, I'm dead. I'm not going to be loading up any saved games to rewind time here. This isn't Prince of Persia. Use one of my stim packs here. And we'll use 2 of my stim packs and apply that level up. Alright. So, I think that I'm probably going to end up going with toughness here. Gain some damage resistance. Of the other perks available to me, that's enough of that. Some of them, you know, there's melee weapons and pickpocket. Those could be quite useful. There's a lot of things here that could be useful. But I need to stay alive at this point, physically stay alive, and do damage. So I think I'm going to switch between the toughness and the gunslinger perks. For right now, Big Leagues is probably going to go in there at some point. Maybe medic, but I'm not really sure. Maybe Bloody Mess, just because I'm not going to have a companion. You'll notice I skipped dog meat. This is entirely the opposite of what I'm trying to get to. I want to be more likely to be addicted, not less. I may end up getting, or probably end up getting, the pickpocket and locksmith skills. Just because thievery ends up becoming commonplace with addictions that need to be satisfied. You end up with... Oh. You need money. You need money badly. The more badly you need the money, the more likely... Oop. Stim pack. Stim pack again. Go back into... Oh, come on, really? Alright. We'll quick load that back up, because that's no good. But getting back to what I was saying. Alright, so there's that dog. We're going to skip the dog. We're going to skip everything that just happened. And we're just going to try to get out of here. Hopefully that dog didn't see me. Alright. So if you become too desperate for your drug of choice, and you don't have the money to feed that addiction, it is much more likely that you will resort to crime to some degree, whether it's stealing from friends or family, your grandparents, your parents, your siblings, and you might start off taking small change, jewelry that isn't worn, but eventually that can evolve into taking the larger, more expensive things, and you're doing nothing but hurt yourself at that point. You're starting to burn bridges, stealing from the people who are supposed to be supporting you, especially if they know that you have an addiction issue. Point being, I wanted to develop some of those more nefarious type perks. The pickpocket, friend or foe.
Have it your
Nope,
way.
foe. Alright. I really don't know why she shot at me. I don't know if the scavengers are supposed to be inherently bad guys, or if maybe I did something by drawing my weapon
What just happened?
to make her aggressive. Alright. So she said I win. I'm not going to hunt her down. I'm not a jerk here. I'm not playing a cold-blooded murderer, but you know what? If she's going to keep fighting me, I'm just going to drop her. Alright. Take her money. Take her bullets. Oh, I got another one. Get this trash barrel out of the way. Take the shotguns. Shotgun ammo. I don't really want the shotgun at this point. I have no reason for it. I have a pistol. Pistols are what the character is most efficient with, even though realistically I would be able to get...
You're dead. I can't see.
It's just... Alright. I don't think I've quick saved since I've quick loaded. So I need to, oh boy. Out of ammunition. So I'll switch to the pipe pistol to get through this. Where did he go? I'm just gonna have to hunt this guy down. I mean, I really don't want to, but... If he's gonna keep running, I'm gonna go in the other direction. I don't need to pick a fight with this guy. Bottle cap, 38 rounds, some corn, and road leathers. I'm still wearing my jumpsuit here. I think the road leathers will at least protect me from some damage. Some ammo. Nothing.
Nuclear protection on a budget.
Yeah, so those, I think they were Polanski personal nuclear fallout shelters. I believe that this might just be speculation on my part. They are actually... What is up with this guy? He won't quit, and he just keeps screaming and running away. I think they're actually supposed to be some sort of suicide booth. I've never seen anybody alive in one, except for... perhaps... I believe it was Fallout 3, when one of the little kids was hiding in one. He may have just been hiding nearby. I'm not 100% sure on that. Wonderful. There's a super mutant. I'm going to avoid that super mutant. See if I can take... oh no. Oh no. So that beeping is... he's a suicide or super mutant? Let's see if I can get close enough to the edge without falling. Okay. So he actually carries a mini nuke with him.
What? Who's there? Huh? What's that?
And that's what happens. So, by shooting him, or shooting the nuke, I should say, I'm able to just blow him up. Oh boy, don't tell me I got myself stuck up here. Well, obviously I'm not stuck, I can go back down and around, but the point was to try to make my way across the rooftops. Alright, I'm gonna quick save, and maybe try to get myself down like that. Alright. I'm going to avoid all that gunfire. Try to avoid that bloatfly. Jangles the moon monkey. I'd like to know his story. He just seems like an interesting little critter. Some buff out. Bobby pins. 45 rounds, like one on a stick. Lots of wine bottles, but no wine. I think those voices were coming from up there.
Somebody please help! She's hurt! She's going to die. She needs help.
I don't think I trust you.
She's in here! Please help!
You know what? I don't. I don't trust you. I don't trust that situation at all. I'm not a drug addict yet. I have a little bit more common sense than that. Alright. Okay, Diamond City. There we are. As long as I don't get killed between here and there.
Make a move and I'll end you.
I'm not
Wait,
worried.
excuse me.
No.
So many guns in so little time. You just gotta buy them.
Wow. She's got issues.
Let's see what you got.
She looks like a drug
And
addict.
there they are! Did your heart skip a beat too?
Alright. So I think what I'll do is sell off all these beer bottles. I don't need them. I don't know why I'm carrying a baby rattle. Sell off some of this other stuff here. The fusion core. I don't need that. The Grognak the Barbarian. Flower. Keep the jet. I don't think she's going to have much by way of... Yeah. It's all junk and ammo and guns for her. Which is fine. Get rid of that. I'll keep the Molotov cocktails. Just a nice improvised weapon. Get rid of all that. Get rid of all the rad roach meat. Silver locket. I'll keep the booze. Alright, make a little money.
keeping me out, is that it? Oh, look, it's the scary reporter.
I'm sorry, but Mayor McDonough's really steamed, Piper. Saying that article you wrote was all lies. The whole city's in a tizzy.
Ugh. You open this gate right now, Danny Sullivan. I live here. You can't just lock me out. You. You want into Diamond City, right?
I just got here, but yeah.
Shh. Play along. What's that? You said you're a trader up from Quincy? You have enough supplies to keep the general store stocked for a whole month? You hear that, Danny? You gonna open the gate and let us in, or are you gonna be the one talking to crazy Myrna about losing out on all the supply?
Jeez, all right. I need to make it personal, Piper. Give me a minute.
Better head inside quick before old Danny catches on to the bluff.
I kind of wonder
Not a talker, huh?
where this giant gate came from. Obviously, Fenway Park is not stopped up with a gigantic steel door. At least not that I know of.
Piper, who let you back inside?
Skip all this if I
Sullivan
can.
to keep that gate shut.
And go inside. Alright, first stop is going to be the doctor. Try to get what I need. And here we go. Do I have a level up? I do have a level up. Wonderful. I have a level up because I never actually... My quick load. When I loaded up, I never reapplied my perk. Data. Get rid of that. I don't want any quests active. I don't care about that.
Favorite blitz on class.
Sups up.
Anyone is one of those things. It's
Sounds
the
like Betty White.
secretary.
I wonder if it actually is Betty White. Doctor. Now, would I rather go to this guy or this guy?
Hey,
Should be fairly self-explanatory.
Something to settle your nerves, let you chill.
Exactly. That's what I'm looking for.
I'll take a look, sure.
Got your fix.
Alright, 4 Jet. I like it. Although, I don't have the money for it. So I guess what I'll have to end up doing is selling some of the other things I've got. And... to some extent, let me keep that. This is already sort of showing some of that progression down into the addiction mentality. I'm getting rid of food and water just to buy drugs. That's never a good thing. I'm literally sacrificing sustenance for my fix. I'm going to try to get rid of everything I can. I'll get rid of the tire iron, get rid of the booze. Oh, so close. Keep this. Keep this. I'll get rid of the mac and cheese. Let's see if I can get rid of... not all of these. Oh, one more. You know what? I think I'm going to get rid of this pistol and these 6 rounds of ammunition and try to take back one of my stim packs. Buy that. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I screwed that up. What did I just do? I need some of those. Not all 90, but somewhere around, what, 60? Oop, 61? Nope, more than that. Alright, well, I don't know what it was that I had done, but... Oh, I see what it was. Get rid of that. It was vodka. I bought back one of my vodkas. Now I'm right where I wanted to be. Alright. Now I'm going to...
Got too much dirt in that hair? Get it trimmed. You won't regret it.
Actually, I want to see if maybe this guy has some jet lying around, maybe? Yes, no, no? Okay. This guy doesn't have any jet lying around. It's a dick doll, which is the opposite of what I'm looking for here. Solomon. Alright. Do a quick save. Do a quick Google search here. Try to figure out just what it takes to get addicted. I don't want to waste the, what, 5 jet that I have now.
Who needs a haircut? Everyone needs a haircut. Step up.
Let's see.
My care cares about you. All your dismal needs.
If the paper's telling the truth.
Where are you gonna go? Make your way out in the Commonwealth and all those mad men out there.
Well, it just seems like the more you take the drug, the more likely you are to be addicted to it. So, take a jet. Now, this is the effect that jet has on you. Time slows down. You know, people are moving, but they're moving in slow motion here. Alright. Slow down time again.
Shop in safety. No sense of...
So now with this being the effect that jet has on you, normally, the physical effect that you can actually see in game. Oh, there we go. You become addicted to all jet chems.
Let the stress of life kill you. Relax
Alright.
with some.
So let's do this here. We'll go to stats. Show effects. So my jet addiction lowers my agility by 1.
Cams.
You look a little roughed up. Should talk to Doc Crocker over at the Mega Surgery Center.
Nah, I'm good.
From the Commonwealth.
Alright. Ta-da. Okay. I had an active quest I did not want. Remove that marker. Okay, so now I can kind of freely explore. From this point forward, I've actually reached to the point of addiction. So I'll end this video here, but what I'm going to do is immediately pick up a new video so that you can see how this addiction gets handled. once this loads up. Come on. There we go. Alright. A quick save. And quit out. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.